Hello everyone, welcome to Stampin' Grotto. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to create this very quick and simple card. You can do this in any color, really with any sentiment, lots of flower stamps. You can do it with lots of different things. So this is a very versatile card that is quick and easy to make. So let's dive in. So today we're going to be using the Art Gallery stamp set. We are also going to be using the Brick and Mortar 3D embossing folder. We're going to be using some Poppy Parade cardstock and Poppy Parade and Real Red inks, as well as a couple of pieces of basic white cardstock. We're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop this up a little bit. And then we are going to use some of these red gems to help accent the card a little bit. So we're going to start with a card base in Poppy Parade, and this is cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and we scored it at 4 1/4 along the 8.5 inch side, so that when you fold along the score line, you're going to end up with a card base that is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So let's set that aside. And then we are going to grab a piece of our basic white, and we are going to do our stamping first. You want to stamp before you emboss. So I have my I'm Thinking of You stamp from my Art Gallery stamp set, and I'm just going to ink it up with some of my Real Red ink. And I am just going to put it right about here, trying to make sure that you keep it nice and level. And then I am going to ink up my large kind of base flower from the Art Gallery stamp set. And I'm going to ink that up in Poppy Parade. And then I am just going to stamp that right here like this. And then I'm going to stamp over this with the Real Red with the coordinating stamp. So let's go ahead and grab that. So this was the main stamp, and then this is the coordinating stamp. And again, I'm going to stamp this one in Real Red. My base was in Poppy Parade. I'm stamping this in Real Red. And I'm just going to do my best to line these up. So there you have your base flower. Once you have this part stamped, we are going to grab our embossing folder. We are going to pop it in this way so that the bricks are horizontal. And we are going to run it through our Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So I'm going to use my base #1 plate and my #4 because this is a 3D embossing folder. And I am just going to run it through really quick. So there you have your card base, or your front of your card for your card base. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, and I am just going to trim off a 1/4 inch on this side, and then a 1/4 inch on the top. So I'm left with a piece that looks like this that we can then pop up on our card base just like that. So I'm going to grab my second piece of basic white cardstock, set that aside, and on the inside of my card I just lightly stamped one of the other flowers kind of in the corner just to add a little bit of detail, and then I left this blank so that I can add my own message. So let's go ahead and do that. So I used this flower here, I just didn't stamp the whole thing. So I am going to remove this really quick, add this to my block. And I did this in real red. So I'm just going to ink up this part of the flower. And I am just going to, in the corner, place it down. And there we have it. And then I'm going to remove a 1/4 inch on the top and the left side as well. So grab my trimmer again. And I'm going to remove 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch. Going to grab this, and I'm just going to grab my liquid glue really quick, and we're just going to place it down in the center, just like that. And we're going to close that up. And I'm going to flip this over real quick. And I'm just going to grab some of my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I am going to put some on the back of my card. Remove all these. I'm just going to flip this over, and I am going to try and center this card base. And then as a finishing touch, I'm just going to grab a few of these red gems and my take your pick tool. And I am just going to place a couple down here and one here. So one there, one here, and one just like that. And there you have it. Very quick and simple card to make that you can do for just about any occasion in any color using any kind of base type stamp that you have in your collection. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are interested in seeing more, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Thanks everyone.